Hello students, today we're going to add that careful, wonderful hand-drawn detail. Some people call this Zentangle. First start with a gold or copper outline to your beautiful watercolor pools that we created last time. This gives the impression that there's kind of a gilded crust and makes your agates really beautiful. Notice I'm using the marker very slowly. This gives that special golden ink time to come out of your marker. Sometimes if you're just using a Sharpie too quickly, it seems like it's dried out, but if you go very slowly, and here things have sped up, then you're going to get more of that look that you want, more gold coming out. So this has been doubled and sped up. And once you've done all of your agates, you'll be able to move on to the next step. But this actually trains your hand and your brain to create your own mineral or pebble shapes with your marker for the next step. So taking your time, letting yourself enjoy the contours of the egg shapes or those pebble shapes we made last time with a pool of water, that will get us ready for the next step. All right, now you're going to get a nice thin black pen and start to create some pebble shapes that fit into the spaces between your existing watercolor pebbles. This makes it look like someone carefully composed a little scene of minerals or a collection for a museum. This is the part of your art that you will have so much control over. You have a thin little pen and you can place your pebbles wherever you want. They shouldn't be an exact puzzle fit, but they should fit closely with the other pebbles, kind of like a stone path, keeping them mostly round and natural, organic shapes. You should probably add between 5 to 10 of these. There will be a variety of sizes. So there's a few different ways to make your Zentangle art on these hand-drawn pebbles. One way is to give your pebbles texture, and I did that with little gentle scribbles that show different areas of texture the way a rock or a pebble would have in real life. I've sped it up here, but I completed it in a very slow manner. Another kind of line you can make is a contour line. A contour line wraps and shows kind of the shape of something by repeating over and over again. Just like the agates form in real life, many rocks form in a sedimentary way where layer upon layer settles into the rock formation. And you can think about the hundreds of years going by that would create these lines on a rock that later breaks and smooths down. So I'm creating contour shapes that come in onto the rock and then line upon line within. Any line that you want to fix or just make a little bit darker, you can make it thicker, and that adds more variety and interest to your pebble. And here's the final kind of contour drawing you can do, just circling around the outside, just as if it were an agate, and then contouring your way inside, getting smaller and smaller and smaller. For this one, I even added a little burst of lines coming straight out from the center. That's called radial or radiant lines, when they burst out like a sun. And I did it also on the outside layer. They're much smaller on that skinny little layer on the outside. For this version, I'm going to create a center and I'm going to create some little crystals inside. I do that with triangles and lines.